This is Lone Star Community Radio on 104.5 KCZW LP Conroe and 106.1 KZCC LP Conroe and worldwide at irlonestar.com.
Hello, everyone, and happy Monday, April 16th, 2018. I'm your host, Margie Taylor of Conroe Culture News. We are here every Monday at noon on FM 104.5, 106.1 in downtown Conroe at Lone Star Community Radio. Also, you can listen on our City TV on Suddenlink. We will have a podcast of this show that's distributed late tomorrow or Wednesday on YouTube. So if you miss it, you can hear it again and share it and listen to it over and over again. So guests today will be Julie Martineau of the Montgomery County Community Foundation, Javier Pena of City of Conroe Parks and Rec, and Ian Ramirez. He's with Madera Estates. He is the general manager and also a wonderful opera singer, and we will hopefully get to hear some little snippets of what's it's all about, what all his favorite things, and I think he has some events coming up that he might be participating in. So this show is sponsored by Roger Stein Chiropractic. They are located by Taco Bell, Conroe High School on Highway 105, and they work with prenatal patients, babies, sports injuries, herniated disc, elderly. It's all healthy living for a happy, long life. So this week, it's all about the animals in downtown Conroe. If you haven't seen The Elephant Man yet, that is at the Crichton Theater for the next 2 weeks, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. It is not your normal Crichton Theater stage right of Texas performance. It is a drama, and it is the drama to see. So if you don't have tickets yet, you can go to thecrichtontheater.org and get your tickets for this Friday and Saturday night at 8 p.m. and the matinee that's at 2 p.m. on Sunday. So also about the animals, the Conroe Art League will host an event, and it is to benefit the SPCA Pet Snap of Montgomery County, which of course is a local nonprofit volunteer animal rescue organization. It is called Bow Wow Bingo. This is the first time they've done this, so that will be happening at the Madeley Art Gallery right next to the Red Brick Tavern on Simonton. It is actually known the Madeley Building, and so you can play bingo. They're asking for $30 to play 10 games of bingo on Thursday, April 19th from 2 to 5. Of course, you can always buy beautiful, creative, original artwork while you're there as well. So that is Bow Wow Bingo with the Conroe Art League to benefit SPCA Pet Snap of Montgomery County. Also, on Wednesday, there's going to be the Customer Appreciation Day at the Assistance League. Now, the Assistance League is an award-winning resale shop in Montgomery County in downtown Conroe. They are fabulous because they give to many different philanthropic programs that benefit the homeless, the elderly, and of course school-age kids, because they dress them for school and all of the school districts. And I believe there's 6 school districts in Montgomery County, going from Montgomery and Magnolia and Conroe and New Caney, Splendora, and Willis. Of course, Willis. So that is on Wednesday, April 18th, the Assistance League. They will have a tax-free shopping day. Yes, I said tax-free. That will be from 10 to 3 with giveaways and drawings. Okay, so that's a few of the things that are going on. Another thing to put in your calendar is on Saturday, April 28th. That's in a couple of weeks. That will be Kids Fest, and that is several blocks long in downtown Conroe. It is absolutely free. Parents come, bring your kids. There's hands-on activities for them to do. There's rides, there's food, there's all kinds of things that will keep them occupied all throughout the day. And that is from 10 to 5, downtown Conroe Kids Fest. There's also sign-ups for summer music and drama camps with the City of Conroe, and hopefully we'll hear a little bit more about that. And if you're over 60, there's senior dances Friday nights at the Activity Center. The cost for that is only $5. What a deal. I'm not quite 60 yet, so I don't get to go play. I look forward to that. Pioneer Camp registration is May 10th. This is a big deal. This is where kids spend the day learning about butter churning, face painting, sawing logs, corn shelling, and that is July 4th. It's the Monday after July 4th, and it's going to be in 2 sessions. So you can go to the cityofconroe.org to find out more about that. Family Promise will hold a luncheon tomorrow from 11 to 1 at the Methodist Church, the Woodlands Methodist Church. So they still have opportunities if you want to get involved and go to their luncheon. But what they need more than you attending their luncheon is to have your church group participate as a host church for the homeless families. So the way that works is Sunday afternoons, a church will host a family to come in, probably 4 families with children, and they sleep there overnight. The church is also required to help them with an easy breakfast in the morning and then dinner at night. And volunteers help with that program. So if that's something you want to do, it's like a Sunday afternoon to the following Sunday morning. They don't stay there during the day. They work on their goals of being more independent, jobs. They work with their kids, stay with them, or they go to school. They get involved in things. They work on, if they have a job, then that's great. Otherwise, they're applying for jobs. So again, that is Family Promise of Montgomery County. You can go to their website to find out more about that. A really big event that's happening this Thursday is going to happen at the Costco at 242 and I-45. That is called the North Houston Networking Extravaganza. It is absolutely free. Your entry is your business card, and hopefully you'll have more with you because they expect about 300 people there. This is from 5 to 8 p.m., and the key speakers will be Bob Milner, Chad Patterson, Zach Richmond of Richmond Realty Remax The Woodlands, Steve Scott. It will be emceed by Monette Smith, and it's going to be a fabulous event, absolutely free to network and meet people at from 5 to 8 at the Costco. So don't miss out. So some upcoming events that are happening in downtown Conroe, I love to mention as we sit here in downtown Conroe. This Thursday, Buck Yeager will take the stage at the Red Brick Tavern. Josh Pitt will be at the Corner Pub, and Dub Miller will be at Pacific Yard House. Friday night, April 20th, Mandy Powell at the Red Brick Tavern, Steve Haynes at the Corner Pub, and Aaron Copeland at Pacific Yard House. And Saturday night, April 21st, Lime Traders, the Red Brick Tavern, Shay Abashir and the Night Owlers will be at Pacific Yard House, Little Outfit at the Corner Pub, and of course Elephant Man will be at Friday night and Saturday night. Sunday, start out the Sunday with Gospel Sunday Brunch with the Jim Sloan Trio at the Red Brick Tavern, and then of course Elephant Man will be at the Crichton Theater for a matinee performance. So we're going to take a quick break. I'm your host, Margie Taylor, and we will be right back with my first guest, Julie Martineau of Montgomery County Community Foundation.
Are you suffering from lower back pain, migraines or headaches, whiplash, carpal tunnel, neck pain, sciatica, or joint pain? Are sports injuries, herniated discs, or complications from pregnancy diminishing your quality of life? Then visit Rogers Stein Chiropractic at 3303 West Davis Street in Conroe. Their staff, led by Dr. Stacy Rogers, Dr. Brian McGee, and Dr. Martha Manzanares, are experts in providing safe, effective, and affordable approaches in spinal care designed to stop your pain. With unparalleled service and proven treatments, Rogers Stein Chiropractic is your choice for pain relief. Call 936-441-9990 for an appointment, or visit RODGERSSTEIN chiropractic.com. Rogers Stein Chiropractic is a proud sponsor of Conroe Culture News.
Hey guys, this is Connor.
This is Dick.
This is Chris.
And we're with the Ticket Stub Podcast every Thursday live at noon on 104.5 and 106.1 FM in the Conroe area. Also, anytime at irlonestar.com. You go to irlonestar.com/TTS. You You can find all of our social media.
And don't forget, we give away 2 tickets to the Grand Theater on every show.
If you like movies and you like complaining or celebrating anything that has to do with the silver screen, check out the Ticket Stub podcast and join us every Thursday at noon o'clock on Lone Star Community Radio.
Our talk shows and music shows are looking for sponsors. Want to expand your brand awareness? Reach the hyper-local audience in Montgomery County? Lone Star Community Radio sponsorships accomplish this. Want to see our stats and rates? Check out ourlonestar.com/sponsor for more information. Or call in and leave us a message at 936-647-3776 with your questions. Get seen on TV, YouTube, and heard on our podcast, FM, and internet radio. Support your local radio station with Lone Star Community Radio.
And we are back. I'm your host, Margie Taylor, Taylorized PR for Conroe Culture News at Lone Star Community Radio, FM 104.5, 106.1. And we are here with my first guest today on this beautiful day, Julie Martineau. And I've known Julie for a while.
Yes.
Through many different adventures that we've both had. Of
Yep.
course, she used to be with United Way of Montgomery County, and I used to be an affiliate nonprofit many times over with different nonprofits. And now Julie has a new role, and she's been in that role. Well, she'll tell us more about it, but it's with the Montgomery County Community Foundation. Welcome, Julie.
Thank you. I appreciate being invited to be here.
Now so you were with United Way, and you were helping out. The last time you were with me on the show was when you were with the Montgomery County Hospital District.
Yep.
So how long have you been in this role?
I started July of last year, so just over 9 months.
Okay,
Not
seems
very
like a
long.
while. I thought it
I
was
get
close
around.
to a year. Yeah, I know, we all do. Then there's Rotary and other things, and
Right.
the rain and the cold on
Chamber.
Saturday, chambers. I mean, that's what you do, right?
That's right.
So the Community Foundation, how long has it been around? A lot of people still don't know about it.
Well, and that's the thing that people are most surprised about. The Community Foundation was actually started in 1983, which is a long time
Okay,
ago.
I
In
didn't
fact,
know that.
That's when I actually got here. And it was started in South Montgomery County by George Mitchell and Don Gebert. They created it. And then if you recall, right after that, we had a really bad economic downturn.
The
And
80s.
so they kind of shuttered the foundation because no one was giving. Everyone was just treading water as best they could. And then back in 1997, some of the original board members got together and said, it's time now for us to kick this group back up and going. And the funny part of that was Don Gebert was one of those. Jan Hoffer, Lloyd Carl, and Ann Wolford got that started. And they approached me because I had just started my job at Montgomery County United Way. And they said, there's a great synergy that can happen between a United Way and a community foundation. Would you come on the board? And so the funny thing that happened to me last week was I was doing some research, and there I was going through some old board minutes about a policy that we have, and there I am making a motion to make this policy, and other people seconded it, and I went, I guess that means I really have to follow the policy because I did that like 20 years ago.
Things go back around
It
to
does.
us, right? And revisit.
does.
It's funny
Absolutely.
how that works. So now you're working with them and you're not on the
Yes.
board, but you've known about them for
over
a long
20
time.
years.
Yeah. Yeah. So what a great opportunity for you. You are the right person to be doing
Oh, you're
this.
kind. Thank you very,
Well,
very
but
much.
it's true. And if you know
Thanks,
anything,
Margie.
you know I only say what's true. I don't say anything. So, I mean, you are. So
You're sweet, thanks.
what people don't know is that provides opportunities for people who want to keep their gift going and their legacy, and also distribute to local nonprofits and scholarships and things like that.
It's amazing what this platform can do. So this is really about creating a legacy. People are passionate either about an organization, they're passionate about scholarships, they're passionate about a group of people, they're animals, law enforcement, veterans, environmental. And we're very focused into the here and now. I want to give money and see that happen now. But we also need to be thinking about what happens in the future, what happens after I'm gone, or what happens even about 5 or 10 years from now. There's organizations that can benefit in the future, and by investing money, giving money to the foundation, creating an endowment, then we're then obligated forever to give money to that organization or that particular field of interest, such as the arts, or it could be animals. You talked a lot about animals. We've got one fund that's strictly related to providing services for animals in Montgomery County. So there's a wide breadth of organizations that we can support. They have to be charitable, nonprofit in nature, but that's education and public safety and all the other things that you typically think about.
And the thing of it is, more nonprofits are getting involved because they weren't really understanding that they can apply to get these grant funds. And so they send in their proposal, and it is a very formal proposal that, it's structured to help them understand what it is that we need as the distribution committee to decide who is the best person to get this. And there's always just so much money that you can distribute. So anyway, I guess what I'm trying to say is that each year it seems like more nonprofits are getting involved, or they're learning how to write the grant so that they can get funds distributed to them.
So you've hit on a number of key points. The first and the place that it really starts is with the donor, the person that says, I want my money to affect this area, these groups of people. And what we do for them, and we don't charge our donors anything, we don't charge it against the fund, is we take a portion of the interest that is earned off that fund, and then we make that funding available to the community. So part of my job is to make sure that organizations out there know that these funds are available, and they have to write their grants specifically with an eye toward the funds that we've got. So if someone writes a grant for a fund area that we don't have, like public safety, we don't have a specific public safety fund, we can use unrestricted funds. We do have some unrestricted grants to fill that in if we get a really good application. But then it becomes on the onus, it's the onus of the nonprofits to really understand the grants that we've got and then to write a specific grant for a program, a service. And the nice thing about this is it's not just about services, but it can also be for capital items. Now, we don't have tons of money, but we were able to give Montgomery Crisis Assistance Center a box truck,
Yes,
so that
and
they could pick up donations and they could drop donations off, which I
Absolutely.
think was a big selling feature for our distribution committee, was that they could also, if someone was getting started, they were homeless and now they had an apartment and they needed furniture, they could deliver that furniture at no cost to that individual and they could get started. So it hits in a lot of ways. And you need to know that, Margie was one of our distribution volunteers, which was huge. So she can really tell you about what she looked for in those grants and understanding what those grants, what they were trying to do, the difference they were making, the impact in the community. Want to speak to that?
Yes, actually, and it is always a hard decision, although I got to admit, it's much more enjoyable being on the distribution
on the giving away side
instead of writing the grants.
Yes.
I've done many grant writing things, but to be able to look at all the different grants and see who, they're all worthy. So it's not a matter of who is the most worthy, but if you are only have $100,000, of course that's imaginary, but if that were your pot, how do you distribute it amongst all these different nonprofit organizations? And you want it to be sustainable. You want it to make an impact. It's not always about the numbers. It's not always about how many people, but that also goes into the decision. How is it going to make a difference in the community? So you really try to look at it, and this money didn't just come to you. It came as a gift from others. So you want to use it appropriately. And of course, the easiest thing is to look at, okay, so they want it to go towards animals. Okay, well, who are the nonprofits that are devoted to animals? Well, then that's an easy one. Who are the ones devoted to the elderly? Okay, let's focus on that. But then you're left with all of this stuff. So, taking the Crisis Assistance Center, or alias Montgomery County Emergency Assistance, as it used to be called, I personally know that they were out of a vehicle for many years. 3 years, if not longer. And they desperately needed that to do exactly what they do, is pick up donations, deliver donations, and just help the community out since they serve the entire county. So that was an easy one. We all agreed that that's where it should go.
Well, one of the
But-
cool things that happened on that particular grant as well is we did not have enough money to fully fund that vehicle.
Correct.
And Wendy Baker with First Financial stepped up and said, we'll fill in the gap. So that's one of the magical things that can
It
happen
was
in those meetings.
very spontaneous.
Extremely spontaneous. We didn't ask. She saw the merit of the application and understood the value and the good it could do, and said First Financial will partner with the Community Foundation to make that happen, and would love to see more of that kind of thing happening. But that's part of the joy of being in that
Right.
meeting and really listening to the different presentations by the committee members. We don't have the agencies come in. The nice thing about our distribution committee is you all not only review the application, but then you call and or go out to the site and talk to the people and see it and really understand at a deeper level what it is they're trying to accomplish. And some people, well, one of the things that we want to do is we do not want to be in a place that agencies are relying on us every year for the same thing.
Right.
So we'll give money 1 year, maybe 2 to help it launch, get that project launched or going. But then after that, if you want money, we really want you to come in with a different grant.
Right. So a couple other things that you do is you help with scholarships, and you've helped with Harvey assistance, correct?
Yes. So scholarships, we're in on the tail end of scholarships. We're getting ready to have senior nights. We've got 10 different scholarships that can be awarded. Some are specific to schools. So some are specific to a booster club. The football booster club set up a Buddy Moorhead scholarship, and it's for a football player. So you can do a lot of different things with scholarships. Some are, you have to go to Lone Star College Montgomery for a few of the scholarships, but the rest of them can go anywhere. So we have selection committees that happen at each campus. They're the ones that receive the applications. They vet them, they send it to us. Our distribution committee has to review that, and then our board has to review it, and then we get out and present the scholarships to people in the community.
It's a wonderful organization because it's so many different things. And what I really like is the front end of that, is planning ahead to have your legacy go forward into something that you really care about, and having that help the community out. And you get to choose where that is, whatever your passion is, and keep it alive long after you pass on.
Something new, though, you've hit on it. Let me just talk about it briefly. 2 months after I had gotten there, we got hit by Hurricane Harvey. And the county called us because we had lots of money coming into this community. It was all getting pushed out. So our board set up a long-term recovery fund. And we haven't distributed the money yet. We will start distributing this summer. But we wanted all the money to kind of settle down, people to spend their money. And now we're going to be targeting areas that people need help, but there's no one else out there to help them.
Right,
with
so
those.
they didn't get FEMA assistance.
Or maybe they did get
Or
FEMA,
maybe
but they
they-
didn't get
okay.
enough. Or
Okay.
and they got money from United Way, but all of that combined isn't enough for them to get back to some level of normalcy, get their home back in some shape that they can use. So, like a septic system, not putting a new one in, but refurbishing a septic system. So there's a lot of different opportunities out there that we'll start spending that money, and we'll be spending it for the next 4 years. So if you know somebody that's a Harvey victim, they need to get with the case manager. There's disaster case managers. Baker Ripley's one of them, and they need to be talking to them because that's how we're going to find those cases to help people out.
And you have information on your website about
Yes.
the Harvey recovery as well. And the website is mcfoundation.org.
MCC Foundation.
MCC.
Close.
There is 2 C's.
There
I didn't
is
even
two.
read it.
Montgomery County
MCC,
Community.
Montgomery County Community Foundation. Or just Google it and you will find it. Montgomery County Community Foundation. So we have to take a break. So Julie, anything else you want to add?
No, but just thank you so much, Margie. This has been great. We appreciate the opportunity.
Well, we'll have you on again to talk about new additions and when you start getting ready to do the Harvey distributions to help people out. Julie, you make such an impact in this community, and I am so glad that you are here and that I know you so that I can share your mission.
Thank you. I'm proud to know you too, Margie. And thanks for your volunteer work with us at the Community Foundation.
Okay, we'll be right back with our next guest. Ian. I'm sorry, not Ian. But maybe Ian. It might be Javier. Javier is sitting outside with the City of Conroe. So we'll be right back and hear more from Conroe Culture News.
Are you suffering from lower back pain, migraines or headaches, whiplash, carpal tunnel, neck pain, sciatica, or joint pain? Are sports injuries, herniated discs, or complications from pregnancy diminishing your quality of life? Then visit Roger Stein Chiropractic at 3303 West Davis Street in Conroe. Their staff, led by Dr. Stacy Rogers, Dr. Brian McGee, and Dr. Martha Manzanares, are experts in providing safe, effective, and affordable approaches in spinal care designed to stop your pain. With unparalleled service and proven treatments, Roger Stein Chiropractic is your choice for pain relief. Call 936-441-9990 for an appointment, or visit RODGERSSTEIN chiropractic.com. Roger Stein Chiropractic is a proud sponsor of Conroe Culture News.
Hey, Montgomery County, it's me, C.C. Holmes. And I would personally like to take this time to invite you, that's right, you, to join me every Saturday and Sunday from 3 until 7 p.m., where I will bring you the very best of smooth jazz, classic jazz, and indeed, yes, the soulful sounds of the 60s, 70s, and 80s. So come along and get jazzy with me. That's right, jazzy. Right here, of course, on Conroe's 104.5 and 106.1 FM, or worldwide at irlongstar.com.
A Lone Star Community Radio is Montgomery County's radio station with talk, music, weather, and traffic for Montgomery County. Have a question or comment about one of our shows? Want to know how to reach a host? Just contact the station at irlonestar.com or call in and leave a message at 936-647-3776. Get involved with your community with Lone Star Community Radio.
Hello, everyone. I'm Margie Taylor, your host for Conroe Culture News at Lone Star Community Radio, downtown Conroe, FM 104.5, 106.1, every Monday at noon. So we're at the bottom of the second half of the hour right now, and we have my second guest here. I have Mr. Javier. He is here with the City of Conroe, Parks and Recreation, and he's going to tell us about some upcoming events and all that.
Yes, ma'am. Just wanted to, I guess, remind everybody that our concert series is still going strong. We had the first one.
It was fabulous.
Earlier this month. Yeah, it was great.
Wouldn't it have like about 1,200 people there?
Yeah, I think that we broke the record for us.
Really?
So that was the most we've had at our first concert. I mean, it's the most we've had at any of our concerts. We're hoping to keep on building on that. But obviously the first one of the series is always going to be a big deal.
Yeah, so you had what was it, Nightbird?
We had Nightbird there. They opened up, and then Already Gone, the Eagles tribute. They were the ones. They were the headliners.
And we had our
big crowd.
farmers market. Mm-hmm. Market days were there, and all the vendors were excited. So this is the first Thursday of every month.
Yep, we'll be doing it all the way until September the 6th.
So for 6 months, people can come out and just enjoy themselves with food trucks.
Yeah, we're going to have food trucks. I mean, we're happy to have the farmers market out there too, so that's going to be great. Everyone come out a little early so you can walk around and check out the vendors. It's just going to be, the weather's looking like it's going to be beautiful, so hopefully that keeps on going good for us. And then the next band I wanted to mention is like May the 3rd is going to be our next band. It's Travis Linville is opening up, and then Folk Family Revival will be.
Folk Family is awesome. They are really good. He has sung and played his guitar on my show here in the past.
I'm looking forward to it. I haven't seen him play.
Well, they play locally, and they play in Houston and different venues, but they have played at Pacific Yard House and Corner Pub. And the first opening performance, I think they're playing that week also at Pacific Yard House as well.
Well, I'll have to go check that out.
Yeah. So it's a good time. And I know that you have other different things coming on, like movies in the park.
Yeah, our May Movies in the Park, that comes out too. So that's every Friday in May. Movies usually start about when it starts getting dark.
And that's at Heritage
It's
Park.
going to be at
too.
Heritage Park, same place. And May the 4th, we're doing Moana, which is one of the Disney movies. And we're also doing the Lego Batman movie on May the 11th. The Disney Beauty and the Beast, the live-action one, on May the 18th. And then Sing, which actually I've seen that one. That was actually pretty good, on May the 25th.
Well, that sounds like a
Looking
lot of
forward to
fun.
it.
So how many people normally go to those?
To the movies in the park,
Uh-huh.
we usually get a pretty decent crowd, in the hundreds.
Wow, that's pretty good. Yeah. So do you have food? Do they bring in food, or
We
how does
will
that work?
have we won't have like the food trucks
No.
like we do for the concerts, but we do have a vendor that's going to be set up in the park, and they'll be serving
Family
food
friendly
and stuff, family
kinda
friendly
thing.
stuff. Yeah.
Okay. So what else is going on? What can you tell me about Kids Fest?
Kids Fest last Saturday in April, so that's right around the corner. That's a huge deal here
It's
in
huge.
Conroe. I know I'm working in the sports village, so I don't know all the logistics for the entire thing, but I'll be in the sports village, which is right there in Heritage, and we're going to have inflatables. We're going to have one of the groups that actually has like a circus act, so they're going to have trapeze, all that kind of stuff.
Really?
They're also, besides being on the stage at certain times, they're also going to be set up in the sports village, so you can come out and actually get on the low ropes trapeze course type thing, and they'll help you guys learn how to do all that sort of stuff. We're going to have the rock wall. We're going to have all kinds of things, lots of different things.
Lots of different activities, hands-on things that you.
And it's all
sometimes
free.
you have like animals out there too. I think.
Yeah, there's they've done that in the past. I don't know.
Don't
what,
know if they're having that.
I-
you just have to come and explore. And
Come and explore. I think
food. I mean, there's face painting. I'm sure. I'm with Rotary, and I know we're having a booth out there, and also the CVB Visitors Bureau is going to be doing some kind of painting of what Conroe means to kids.
I mean, there's a whole bunch
So,
of different villages, like the
there's-
sports village, the health
yes.
and safety village. I mean, the history village. So definitely come out and check it. I mean, I would make sure to have a couple hours at least,
At least.
because it's not a in and out kind of thing.
Well, and it's blocks long. It's all
Oh,
of
yeah.
downtown, and it's enclosed,
hmm
right? So, and it's free. So that's a fun thing. So, tell me, how long have you been with the city? 10 years or so, something like that?
It'll be 11 this June. So
Okay.
I've been with the city for 11 years, and I've been mostly doing the programs and athletics for most of the years. But this year we reorganized a little bit, and so I'm actually doing a little bit more of the special events. That's why the concerts and the movies and all that kind of stuff's new to me. But I wanted to try something different
They're
because
fun.
after doing the same thing for so long,
Right.
it's nice to just experience something different and get some new skills under my belt, that kind of thing.
So, being that you were familiar with some of the programs, so they always have ongoing, not just summer, but the swim programs are
Oh, yeah.
ongoing for every age. The Master Swim Program or Learn to Swim.
I'm
and
based
things
over
like
there
that.
at the rec center, right there right next to the aquatic center in
By Candy Cane Park. Right,
So
exactly.
we've always got something going on in there. We've got gymnastics classes, we've got karate classes every week. We've got our summer camps about to start enrolling now, or I think it already did start enrolling. So if you want to sign up for summer camp, that kind of thing, that's going on now. Just definitely look online and check out our playbook.
cityofconroe.org. But the playbook. The playbook comes out quarterly,
3 times a year.
3 times a year. And the interesting thing is they have a new edition that just came out a week or so ago.
Yep.
And
The summer one
it's
just came out.
upside down. So one way, it's all about the arts in Conroe, being all the nonprofit organizations, the Art League or the orchestra and all these different ones. And then you turn it the other way, then it's all the City Conroe programs.
Yeah, I think this
And
is our first
it's a
time
lot.
partnering with them
Yes,
to do that.
but it looks
so
fabulous too.
that way we have all their stuff in there too. You just flip over the book.
Absolutely.
It looks really good.
So get involved. Again, that's cityofconroe.org. Do you have anything else that you'd like to add about the programs?
No, I guess I'll have to just definitely check out the book because it has all the registration dates, and we have stuff going on all year round. I mean, track season's about to start. I love track. I mean, I'm not
Yeah.
over it now because I kind of handed that one off to a
Elizabeth?
new, well, no, actually a new young
Oh,
guy that's
okay.
he's just starting out this year, but he's doing a great job so far, and so he's gonna be. I'll be poking my head in there every once in a while just to see how it's going because that was like my favorite thing that we did.
Yeah.
And
I thought it was Mr. Bunny.
Mr. Bunny is fun too. So, but I was big into track because I would take the kids to the track meets, and I'd always go with them to the state meet and stuff like that.
Were you a runner?
No, I wasn't. I wish I was. I played soccer in high school, so I guess I ran around a little bit with that. But,
Do you have soccer out there too?
we are going to.
Oh.
So stay tuned. That kind of thing.
Okay,
Wes is
okay.
putting together something great for that. So he'll probably have to come out and talk about it a little later on.
So are you ever looking for volunteer coaching opportunities or anything like that?
He's always looking for that sort of stuff. That's one of the good things about our programs, like our youth flag football. I mean, they need volunteer coaches. I'm sure the youth soccer is going to need that. I mean, so
get plugged in.
Get plugged in.
Just get plugged in, period.
Mhm.
So your baby, though, is the first Thursdays.
Yes, that's what I'm working on mostly right now, and I think it's going to be fun. I'm looking forward to the movies, too. Those are going to be pretty neat. I've seen most of these, except for the Lego Batman movie. I haven't seen that one yet.
I haven't seen that.
So I might be in the crowd that day
Okay.
checking it out.
Well, very good. What else do you want to tell us?
Well, I don't know. Come on, support your parks. Come on
Okay.
out. And
you have a
thank you
Facebook page, too.
We do, and we're always posting stuff on there, so definitely go
Conroe
check out
Parks
that.
and Rec, so check that out. And again, you can go to the cityofconroe.org, and if you file down under departments, it'll say Parks and Recreation, and you can see all the different. There's lots of different places you can go.
And that's
one
where
of them
you'll
is
see
special
the PDF.
events.
That's where you'll see the PDF for the playbook. So click on that, and it'll
Oh,
open it
yeah.
up just like a book, and you just flip
Perfect.
pages,
'Cause everybody wants to go online.
and you go check it out. Yeah.
Yeah, save time. Go check it out. Okay. Well, thank you very much.
Thank you for having me.
And we're going to take another quick break, and we will have Ian Ramirez to come sing us a tune or two and tell us about what he has going on. I am Margie Taylor, and this is sponsored by Roger Stein Chiropractic. We'll be right back.
Are you suffering from lower back pain, migraines or headaches, whiplash, carpal tunnel, neck pain, sciatica, or joint pain? Are sports injuries, herniated discs, or complications from pregnancy diminishing your quality of life? Then visit Roger Stein Chiropractic at 3303 West Davis Street in Conroe. Their staff, led by Dr. Stacy Rogers, Dr. Brian McGee, and Dr. Martha Manzanares, are experts in providing safe, effective, and affordable approaches in spinal care designed to stop your pain. With unparalleled service and proven treatments, Roger Stein Chiropractic is your choice for pain relief. Call 936-441-9990 for an appointment, or visit RODGERSSTEIN chiropractic.com. Roger Stein Chiropractic is a proud sponsor of Conroe Culture News.
This is Rick, TRC. Every Monday through Friday from 3 to 7, I play today's country hits on my show, Afternoons with Lone Star. The type of music that makes you want to get off your seat, stomp your feet, sing along at the top of your lungs, and not care who hears, on Lone Star Community Radio, Conroe's FM 104.5 and 106.1, and as always on worldwide, irlonestar.com.
A Lone Star Community Radio is looking for those who are interested in hosting their own talk show, with monthly and weekly slots available on Conroe's FM 104.5, 106.1, and on irlonestar.com. Start your own podcast, create your first YouTube channel, and be on TV. Contact Lone Star Community Radio online at irlonestar.com or call the station message line at 936-647-3776 to take your first step into the radio world.
And we are back. I am Margie Taylor, your host for Conroe Culture News, and this is the last segment of the day. So I'm very excited to have Mr. Ian Ramirez come on again on our show because he's got so many things going on. When he first came on, I want to say it was a year or so ago. I don't remember. But he's the general manager of Madeira Estates. But I told him to get out and start networking and letting people know, oh my gosh, he's been singing his way through the community and getting involved in so many things. But I'm going to let him tell you about some of those things. So welcome.
Yes, thank you, Margie, for having me back. It's been a wonderful year of getting out into the community, and I think after listening to what Julie and Javier were speaking about, I think really that idea of building legacy, working in the community, and of course, as an opera singer myself, the arts is something that I'm very passionate about. So I have a few things going on. One item that's coming up at Madeira, we've partnered with New Danville for their annual Tea on the Lawn. That will be next Friday.
Tell
April
everybody
27th.
what Madeira Estates is.
Yeah, so Madeira Estates, we're an all-inclusive wedding venue in Conroe, just down the street on North Fraser, and we celebrated our 5th anniversary in September, and so now we're doing more things than just weddings. We're doing corporate events, galas for nonprofits, the event like New Danville, quinceañeras even, so really expanding our horizons and growing as a company into the community.
Okay. So your host, and when is the date for New Danville?
April 27th. It's
Okay, so
a
that's
luncheon.
just around the corner.
Next 2 Fridays from now. And Mario Lopez is actually the guest speaker. So
Okay.
there's a little
Will
bit
you
of
be
buzz
doing
about him.
any singing or just being general manager?
Just general manager that day. No singing. Unless they call me out and want me to get up on stage.
And you
Whenever
can
I
do
turn
it
that
impromptu,
down.
right?
I know. I'm always all about impromptu singing.
Give us a little bit.
Okay. War es also gemeint, mein rauschender Freund, dein Singen, dein Klingen. War es also gemeint, war es also gemeint. It's just a little snippet for
That's
you
so nice.
to tease the listeners.
It's just so pleasing to listen
Thank
to.
you.
I
Thank
really
you so much.
enjoy it. So, what are some other things on your radar?
Yeah, so right now I am very focused on my Man of the Year campaign through the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society. So I was nominated for Man of the Year in Montgomery, and I'm participating in this 10-week fundraising campaign to raise money and awareness for blood cancers. And as an opera singer, I was thinking about how I would spin my campaign or what was really close to my heart. So my grandmother actually passed away from leukemia before I was born, and she was a classically trained ballet dancer. And I thought, what a better tribute to her than to raise money for leukemia, lymphoma, myeloma, but also use my voice. So the theme of my campaign is Raise Your Voice to Find a Cure for Blood Cancer.
It gives me chills.
And so I've been doing a couple different things throughout the community to raise money. The end date is June 1st, so we're about 3.5 weeks in. And I have some awesome events coming up. I have a beefsteak luncheon downtown Houston at B&B Butchers. I'm actually partnering with Dancing Through Life. They're a local nonprofit that teaches after-school partner dancing, like tango, ballroom.
Oh, fun.
So a little nod to my grandmother through that. And so we'll have a beefsteak luncheon where you eat all the food with your hands. So I'll be sure to share you information on how to get tickets for that.
And I'm sure you'll do a video, too.
Oh, absolutely. There'll be a video. There'll be a little surprise singing segment, I'm sure. And then Mother's Day weekend, I'm actually going to be doing Mother's Day operagrams. So
Tell me about that.
Yeah, so I'll be selling these operagrams that weekend of Mother's Day, the 11th, 12th, and 13th. And if you're wanting to give your mother a unique experience for Mother's Day, whether it's at home, in a restaurant, I will come and serenade her. And there'll be a couple goodies associated with that as well. Maybe some champagne, some flowers, maybe even a little surprise gift box. So I'll be sharing you information with that too.
And where will that be found?
So that will be found on my fundraising campaign through the
Okay.
Leukemia and Lymphoma Society,
Okay.
manwomanoftheyear.org. And I'll send you the link for that, but people can go on and all the proceeds for those ticket purchases for the Mother's Day operagrams will go directly to the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society and my campaign.
Well, how fun.
Yeah.
So I have had other people on the show talking about their campaign.
Yes, absolutely.
I've had Blair and I've had Holly
Right.
from Woodlands Hits come on here. Now, they
Yeah.
didn't sing, though.
I know. But, I think the Man and Woman of the Year campaign is a great opportunity for each of us to use
Your
our
own skill
network,
set.
our own skill set, right? It's a creative way for me to get out into the community. I also actually have a benefit recital coming up. So I'll be giving an hour-long recital towards the end of May. Some details are still being
Wow.
finalized. And so all of the ticket sales for that also will go towards my Man of the Year campaign. And, I really wanted to use my passion for the arts to really give this a personal touch to my campaign. So I'm very excited and honored to be doing it and participating in it.
I think you have some great creative ideas.
Thank you.
And you're kind of Conroe. Do you live in Conroe?
I do live in Conroe. I
Okay,
live
so
just
everybody
off
else
Teaster
is
Street
in the
Road.
Woodlands.
Yes.
So I know this is for the Gulf Coast chapter, and it's about the Woodlands and that. But you're the only one, I think, from the Conroe area, to my knowledge.
I think we're
So you can exploit and take charge of the Conroe area.
That's right. So since it is it's the inaugural Man and Woman of the Year campaign in the Woodlands / Montgomery area. But yes, I do have,
I have some
tricks
ideas
up my sleeve.
Yeah. Okay, well, good.
Yeah.
Yeah, and maybe you can do some serenading or something around downtown Conroe.
Absolutely.
And I can write about it. Just
You
thinking.
know, I'm always about a performance. I love getting in front of people, impromptu performances even. There might be a second campaign video coming out, flash mob style.
Oh, fun.
I'll keep you guys on your toes.
Yes, please.
So I know you saw my last video.
Yes.
That was filmed actually at the Crichton Theater next door. It was.
Yes, I'm glad you got to hook up with them.
Yes, Jim was so kind to let me use the space. And I want to give a little shout out to my friends at Nebular Films for shooting the film, and Shelby Craze for portraying my grandmother. She's a young woman that's a ballet dancer that danced on point for me.
It was beautiful.
And I'll be sure to send you the video so we can share it with the listeners too. But I do, I really wanted to get out there and do this campaign a different way than nobody else had ever done it before. So
And
I'm
you
very,
are.
very excited. Thank you.
are. I mean, you are just flourishing from what you were last year, which you were good. But I mean, now you're out there, and more people are finding out about not only just how well you sing, but all your community engagements and how you're making an impact.
Well, and I really wanted to. I was really searching for something when I first came back to the Woodlands, because I grew up here, but I've only lived here for the past year and a half. I was in Germany before I came back here. And I think I mentioned last time, one of the things was I really wanted to find that way that I could give back to the community that gave so much to me, whether it's through LLS, or it's through the new Arts Foundation in the Woodlands, or it's through Interfaith of the Woodlands. I really just wanted...
And you're part of something going on at Interfaith, right?
Yes. So I am on the Young Professionals Board.
And that's newly established.
Absolutely. So we are very newly established. October was the rumblings of it. And so now we're really making our footprint in the area, because we do want to teach and educate and cultivate and motivate the next generation of volunteers, of philanthropists, of people that really want to build that legacy and community.
And it seems like, not to put people in categories or profile them, but the younger generation, like yourself, is very about giving back to the community.
Especially
They're
now.
very engaged. And it's not just about what's in it for me, but what's in it for the community at large, and how they
Absolutely.
can make an impact.
Absolutely.
So when you want people, 20s, 30s to come to something, if you do it as something that's going to give back to the community and be sustainable, you're going to get more people there.
Absolutely. And I think that's a great way to build community. What other way than to build genuine relationships with people by serving others together? And so I really feel blessed and impacted myself, having found all these different avenues since I've been back to the area. And, I know this is just the beginning. I have so many dreams and visions outside of just what I'm doing right now, too, in terms of the arts and music in the area. And it's just, as this area grows, as Conroe changes, as the Woodlands changes, as Montgomery evolves, there's so many amazing things on the horizon. There really are.
It's a constant. It's constantly. We're not stagnant here.
Nope.
So where else have you sang? You sang in the opera before.
I sang, so directly before I moved back to the area, I was singing in Germany with Opera Stuttgart. And I was there for about a year and a half, where I was a young artist and really was immersed in the opera world, because opera, is native to Europe. It's not an American art form. Our art forms are jazz, musical theater. So it was really amazing to train and to sing professionally in, where opera really began. But I've also done musical theater. I've done cabaret style singing too. I'm not afraid to get up today I sang impromptu and sing some
Oh, yeah.
tunes for you. So
Yeah, I might ask you for another one. So,
I might
what
have
about
to.
the theaters
Mhm.
here? Have you been engaged with them at all?
Not yet. I've been so focused on really growing Madeira and
The leukemia
the
and-
Leukemia Lymphoma Society right now. My whole dream vision, my end goal is to become an artistic director of an opera company. And so I feel like the skills that I'm learning right now at the wedding venue and what I'm doing, giving back to the community, is really fueling my 10-year, 15, 25-year plan for myself. And, I'm a firm believer in making a plan and working your plan, right? And being prepared and over-prepared. That was my motto in opera, always show up over-prepared, because then you can, work on your feet. If somebody throws you a curveball, somebody
Right.
drops the line.
Which happens all the time.
All the time.
Every
and
day.
it happens in life, too.
Yes, absolutely.
In events, in your business relationships with people.
Nothing is perfect.
Nothing is perfect. And so I think the more that you can learn to work on your feet, but always have that skill set, okay, I have everything in line, so if something does fall, right, I can pick it up.
How are you going to respond?
Exactly. That's exactly how you're going to respond.
So, you're also involved in the Woodlands Young Entrepreneurs.
Yes, I am, the Young Entrepreneur Network.
Yes, so many things.
I know. I'm trying to
Funnel it in.
Funnel it in. That's right.
Funnel it
that's right.
in, yes.
But I have a big heart, and I think that's one of the big things that is important for young people today, especially the next generation of leaders, is that they do lead with their heart. And I think if you lead from a genuine place, that it will take you further in life.
So, if somebody wants to find out more about your activities, I know, first of all, you have your Facebook page for
Mm-hmm.
Madeira Estates, and that tells them all your upcoming events that you have going on.
Absolutely.
And you have your Madeira Estates website,
Uh-huh.
but you also have your Woodlands fundraising page for the leukemia.
Yes.
Leukemia Lymphoma Society. That's a lot to say.
It is. My Man of the Year campaign.
And I could tell you what it is because I have it, but it's so much easier to Google it.
Yes,
because
absolutely.
it comes up right away.
It does.
So we have a couple minutes till the end of our show.
Okay.
Would you like to sing something else for us?
Sure. I'll give you another little teaser for my benefit recital
Okay.
that's coming up.
Awesome.
So I'll be doing an all-German program. It's actually Schubert's Die schöne Müllerin. So it's a German song cycle, and Schubert is one of my favorite composers. So this is one of the 20 songs that I will be singing. It's about an hour of music.
We're not going to sing an hour, though.
No, we're not going to sing an hour. I'll just sing one more song.
I don't want to freak Ethan out over here.
So why don't we just do the first song that kicks it off?
Okay.
It's the young man walking out into the forest, into the world, and it's called Das Wandern.
Okay.
Das Wandern hieß des Müllers Lust, das Wandern. Das Wandern hieß des Müllers Lust, das Wandern. Das muss ein schlechter Müller sein, dem niemals fiel das Wandern ein. Das Wandern, das Wandern, das Wandern, das Wandern. Vom Wasser haben wir's gelernt, vom Wasser. Vom Wasser haben wir's gelernt, vom Wasser. Das hat nicht Rast bei Tag und Nacht, ist stets auf Wanderschaft bedacht. Das Wasser, das Wasser, das Wasser, das Wasser. And you'll just have to come back and hear the rest.
Well, it's wonderful. I can't wait to hear the rest. So that concludes our show today. I am your host, Margie Taylor, for Conroe Culture News, and this show is sponsored by Roger Stein Chiropractic Center. They are located on Highway 105 across the street from Conroe High School, and we hope you stay glued into Conroe Culture News on our Facebook page, and we will be posting a podcast of this show later this week. Thank you. Have a good week.
Thank you for checking out this production of Lone Star Community Radio. Lone Star Community Radio is Montgomery County's community radio station. Don't forget to check out this show and many others across the Lone Star Community Radio Network, either live on Conroe's FM 104.5, 106.1, the Lone Star Internet Radio app, or irlonestar.com's live audio stream, and on replay on podcast, Channel 12's Our City TV and Conroe, or Channel 21 KVQT in Houston, and of course their YouTube channel. This production is copyrighted and all rights are reserved by Lone Star Community Radio. Have a question regarding this program or other Lone Star Community Radio shows? Want to sponsor or start your own show? Call the station message line at 936-647-3776 or email the station at lscrstudios@gmail.com.